Every single day, thousands of seniors walk up to that TSA checkpoint expecting a simple screening and walk away humiliated, delayed, or even missing their flight because of one item they had no idea would be a problem. If you're over 60 and flying anytime soon, the next few minutes could literally save your entire trip. I'm going to break down the 13 most common items that get seniors flagged, detained, or pulled aside at airport security, and exactly what to do so it never happens to you. Some of these will shock you because they're things you carry every single day. Stick with me through all 13 because number 1 catches more seniors off guard than anything else. Let's get right into it. Number 13, CPAP machines. If you're one of the 8 million Americans using a CPAP for sleep apnea, listen up. Your CPAP is one of the most commonly flagged items at TSA checkpoints. TSA classifies it as a medical device, so it doesn't count against your carry-on limit. Bring it in addition to your bag and personal item, free of charge. But most seniors leave it buried in their travel bag, surrounded by cables and padding, then wonder why they're getting pulled out of line. You must remove the CPAP from its case before it goes through the X-ray. The machine needs to be clearly visible on the screen for the officer to clear it quickly. Number 12, insulin pumps and diabetic supplies. This one is catching more seniors off guard than almost anything else. If you're traveling with an insulin pump on your body, inform the TSA officer before screening begins. Tell them exactly what it is and where it's located. Most pump manufacturers warn against X-ray and advanced imaging scanners because they can damage the pump's electronics, so request a pat-down instead. Number 11, hearing aids. You'd think hearing aids would never cause trouble, and technically, you're right. You don't need to remove them during screening. They won't set off alarms and won't get damaged by any screening equipment. But here's where seniors actually get tripped up: communication. If you can't clearly hear the officer's instructions and you don't respond quickly, they may interpret that as non-compliance. That leads to additional screening, a pat-down, and a very stressful situation that was completely avoidable. The fix is simple. Inform the officer up front that you're wearing hearing aids and may need them to speak more clearly. If you read lips, ask them to face you directly. And here's something most travelers don't know. Assistive listening devices like separate amplifiers, FM systems, or Bluetooth streamers do need to go through the X-ray as a separate item. Keep those accessible in your bag rather than buried at the bottom. Number 10, pacemakers and implanted medical devices. If you have a pacemaker, defibrillator, spinal stimulator, or any implanted device, always inform the officer before screening begins. Modern pacemakers are generally safe through metal detectors, but you have every right to request a pat-down instead. Want to handle it discreetly without announcing your medical condition to everyone in line? Use a TSA notification card. Download it from the TSA website, fill in your specific condition, print it, and hand it to the officer without saying a word. Number 9, prosthetic limbs and orthopedic devices. If you wear a prosthetic limb, you will never be asked to remove it. That's firm TSA policy. But you will get additional screening, a pat-down of the prosthetic area, and a swab for explosive residue. Know your rights before you get to the airport. You can request a private screening room at any time during the process. A companion of your choice can join you in that room after they've cleared security, and you will never be asked to lift clothing to expose the prosthetic. The officer is required to work around your clothing. Number 8, mobility aids, wheelchairs, walkers, and canes. Your wheelchair, walker, or cane will need to go through screening. Canes and walkers go through the X-ray machine. If they're too large to fit, TSA performs a visual and physical inspection instead. Wheelchair users who can't walk through the metal detector receive a full-body pat-down while seated. Your seat cushion, pouches, and any attached bags also get inspected and swabbed for explosives. Here's the insider tip that changes everything. TSA PreCheck dramatically simplifies wheelchair screening. Often just a quick hand swab and an inspection of the chair, no full-body pat-down. That alone is worth the $78 for 5 years of PreCheck membership. Before we continue, what's coming next is going to surprise you, because these are the items nobody warns you about. Number 7. Liquid medications over 3.4 ounces. This trips up seniors constantly. The standard rule says liquids must be 3.4 ounces or less. But here's what most people don't realize. Medically necessary liquids are completely exempt from that rule. That includes liquid prescriptions, larger bottles of eye drops, gel-based medications, medicated creams, and even ice packs or gel packs used to keep temperature-sensitive medication cold. The catch? You have to declare them. Before your bag goes on the belt, tell the officer, "I have medically necessary liquids that exceed 3.4 ounces." Number 6. Pill organizers and unlabeled medications. Most seniors use a weekly pill organizer. Totally understandable. But unlabeled pills in a plastic case are one of the top reasons for getting pulled aside at security. Here's the nuance. TSA doesn't technically require prescription labels on medications, and there are no federal quantity limits on how many pills you can carry. However, individual states have their own laws about carrying prescriptions without labels. And in 2026, TSA agents are being trained to refer unclear medication situations to law enforcement more aggressively than ever before. Your safeguard: keep medications in original pharmacy containers whenever possible. If you use an organizer for convenience, also carry the original bottles in checked luggage or keep a clear photo of each prescription label on your phone. Number 5. Over-the-counter supplements and powders. This one sneaks up on people. Protein powder, fiber supplements, or large quantities of vitamins can trigger extra screening. Any powder over 12 ounces, about the size of a soda can, may get flagged. Agents might open the container, test the powder, or ask you to explain what it is. Easy fix. Keep powders under 12 ounces in your carry-on and check larger containers. Original sealed packaging helps tremendously in avoiding questions. Number 4. Nebulizers and portable oxygen concentrators. TSA allows both in your carry-on as medical devices. Like the CPAP, remove them from bags for separate X-ray screening. Important note: portable oxygen concentrators must be FAA approved for in-flight use, and the approved device list does change. Check with your airline before you fly. Number 3. Syringes and sharps. Traveling with syringes makes many seniors nervous, but TSA absolutely allows them when accompanied by medication. Insulin syringes, EpiPens, injectable blood thinners, all of them. The key: keep the syringes together with the medication they're used for and make sure the medication has visible pharmacy labels. Number 2. Knee and hip replacements. Over 1 million joint replacement surgeries happen every year in America, and a huge number of those patients are seniors. If you have a metal knee or hip, that metal detector is almost certainly going to sound when you walk through, meaning additional screening, usually a pat-down and a swab test for explosive residue. The newer advanced body scanners TSA has been rolling out are better at distinguishing implants from threats, but they're not at every checkpoint yet. Carry a letter from your surgeon confirming the implant. While TSA doesn't officially require it, that documentation speeds up secondary screening dramatically. And the notification card works wonders here too. Hand it over, and the officer knows immediately what's happening. And now, the number 1 item that stops more seniors at security than everything else on this list. Number 1, everyday prohibited items, hidden in plain sight. It's not a medical device. It's not a medication. It's that pocket knife your spouse gave you 30 years ago, sitting in the side pocket of your travel bag, or the small scissors in your sewing kit, or the water bottle you grabbed from the fridge and forgot to dump before getting in line. The number one reason seniors get stopped at TSA has absolutely nothing to do with medical equipment. It's everyday items they've carried for decades that are now prohibited in carry-on luggage. A pocket knife, full-size shampoo, a lighter tucked in the wrong pocket, these trigger full bag searches that hold up everything. The solution is dead simple. Do a thorough bag check the night before your flight. Turn it upside down, check every pocket, every zipper, every hidden compartment. You would be amazed at what hides at the bottom of a bag you haven't used in months. Now here's what changes everything. Your secret weapon, TSA Cares. If you or someone you love is a senior dealing with any item on this list, call TSA Cares at 855-787-2227 at least 72 hours before your flight. This is a completely free helpline, staffed Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and weekends 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Designed specifically for travelers with medical conditions, disabilities, and special circumstances. They'll walk you through exactly what to expect at the checkpoint for your specific situation. They can arrange a passenger support specialist, a specially trained TSA officer, to meet you at the airport and guide you through the entire security process. These specialists have advanced training in assisting seniors with medical devices and mobility challenges. And remember, you can also request a supervisor at any time during the screening process if something doesn't feel right. That is absolutely your right. 2026 updates every senior needs to know. The shoe removal rule is gone nationwide as of mid-2025. No more taking shoes off, though rare cases may still require it. TSA is expanding biometric facial recognition to 65 airports by spring 2026, letting you verify your identity in roughly 10 seconds without showing a physical ID. Senior-friendly dedicated lanes with personalized assistance are appearing at more airports across the country, and TSA PreCheck at just $78 for 5 years now features simplified enrollment for seniors, including waived fingerprinting requirements at many locations. Combine PreCheck with Clear membership, and you could be through the entire security process in under 5 minutes. Final tips for a smooth trip. Arrive 2.5 hours before domestic flights, 3 hours for international. Wear comfortable clothing with minimal metal. Pack all medications, devices, and documentation in one accessible bag. Print and fill out a TSA notification card before you leave the house. And above all, stay calm. A little preparation makes all the difference between a stressful nightmare and a smooth takeoff. Now I need to hear from you. Which of these 13 items surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you know a senior flying soon, share this video with them. It might save their trip. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a video that keeps you flying stress-free. See you in the next one.